Hello, everyone. So, we are back with yet another episode of the Pomodoro series. It's the fourth day that we are doing this, and so that makes it 4 days on the trot. Uh, really hadn't expected it to pick up this well and maintain this continuity till now. And and let's talk about what has happened in the day that went. Uh, most notably, Liverpool has lost a game, and that has come against one of the lowest ranked sides in the Premier League, which is Burnley, and they have lost 1-0 to Burnley. And I really got amazed when I saw the stats. It was 27 shots and shots on target that Liverpool had, as compared to Burnley's 6 shots and 4 shots on target, which is ridiculous to say that that Liverpool are just not able to find the back of the net at the moment, and the other teams that they're playing against are. Uh, Burnley, it should be mentioned that Burnley scored a penalty in the 86th minute, scored by Ashley Barnes, and uh, and and there were very easy chances that Liverpool just couldn't grab. Like Origi got a couple of chances which he should have converted. For example, the chance where he went one on one with the keeper, with the Burnley keeper. He should have converted that chance, but sadly he hit the crossbar in that. Also, credit where credit due. Credit must be given where it's due. Credit must be given where it's due. The Burnley keeper did exceptionally well to pull out a double save against Salah, and yeah, he kept his cool in the box, and that is why Burnley could keep a clean sheet. It's not just that Liverpool missed a lot of the targets; it is also because the Burnley goalkeeper really pulled out some great saves to deny Liverpool, which brings us to the point that Liverpool is now battling to stay in top four. Who would have thought just a month back in December, when they faced Tottenham Hotspur, that they would be battling to stay in the top four? Which just goes to show that 2021 is probably not Liverpool's year, which it was touted to be. Like 20, like 2020, till 2020 they were faltered, but still they were faltering, but still they were going ahead. They didn't have the likes of Virgil van Dijk um, um, and Trent Alexander Arnold, and basically their entire backline was injured, and they just didn't have any people in the back, but they just were scoring, and just you thought that maybe Liverpool's bench strength is so much that they'll be able to power through and be able to win the league despite the major injuries to their backline, to their defenders, and to their wing backs. But clearly, 2021 has shown that may not be the case, because it is 2021 has shown not a lot of defensive frailties in the Liverpool side, but on the contrary, inability to convert using their front three of Salah, Mane, Firmino, which is all the more shocking, because this was the part that they were most adept and strong at, and there is there is something that is going wrong at Anfield, owing to which they have lost their unbeaten streak at Anfield to Burnley of all teams. Uh, which goes to show that you really need to stay grounded in the times when you are up, and really resilient in the times that you are down, because no because not even Liverpool is immune to failure, and the champions of 2019 of Europe and champions of England of 2020 are still reeling now to be able to get into the top four, which their coach Jurgen Klopp rightly summarized as as staying in the top four is also a big challenge, which really raises doubts about what Jurgen Klopp is trying to do. Is it trying to lower expectations for the Liverpool side this year, or um, or he's trying to be very or he's trying to play a mind game where he knows that he can pull off the season this time around too, but he's just letting the reporters and the people around the world think that they are just reeling in at the moment. Um, Speaking of title contenders, Manchester City seems to have the greatest shot at the title this time because they have a great bench to be able to rotate amongst the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup fixtures, and also the Premier League, and still be able to have a clean sheet and a winning streak, which is phenomenal given uh, how they had a shaky start to the season. Um, Hopefully, Manchester City will keep on the winning streak because they are probably the only team right now who have won the last five matches in the Premier League on a trot. And if they keep this form, they can certainly be top of the league. They are virtually top of the league if when they'll play their next game, and will be able to understand uh, where they actually stand, because they are 2 points behind Manchester United with a game in hand. So technically, if they win the next game, they could be in front of Manchester United with 1 point, and yeah. So the title race is getting better and better because teams like Tottenham and Everton are also at the heels of the top four, which are at the moment Manchester United, City, Leicester, and Liverpool. So this is like many people had predicted at the start of the season that this is going to be that kind of a season where anybody could come in and pick the title in the last week, and anybody could be relegated in this year. So that was about Liverpool and Burnley. Also, which also brings us to the topic of Sam Allardyce, who has been called to West Brom to keep their sinking ship afloat in the Premier League. Um he has done that many times in the past, like 6 to 7 times in the past with the likes of Crystal Palace, Everton, and Bolton, and many other teams, and he is known as the relegation recovery specialist, if I may say so. Uh, West Brom sacked their Croatian manager Bilic and brought in Sam Allardyce as the damage repairer for the rest of the season, which he started the work pretty well, we must say, because he has had a a draw against Liverpool and a 3-2 win against Wolves, which is his first win after assuming reins of as the manager of West Bromwich Albion. Um and the striking part about that is that they have scored 3 goals to as compared to Wolverhampton Wanderers two goals to beat them. It's not a scrappy 1-0 win, or they have not scammed a penalty in the end. It's not like that. They have stuck it out to Wolves, and to their credit, they have done really well. Maybe they have scored 2 penalties, if I'm not wrong, in that match, but still, the fact that they are making those runs in the opposition box goes to show that this Sam Allardyce team is not just a low block defensive team, but can also go all out on attack when the situation demands it. So yeah, it is. It will be great to see how the season turns out. Given the lower ranked teams are also now picking their act up. Be it Sheffield United against some team I don't remember, but they registered that first win of the season. Uh, be it uh, uh, be it Burnley, who are beating teams back to back, who are not conceding goals as much, who are scoring more than they are conceding. Um, be it beat West Bromwich Albion, who are doing well now, and also Brighton, who are winning points. So even the relegation battle, very much similar to the top four battle, is going to be a very tight race towards the end as we head towards the end of the season. The January market hasn't given up any surprises till now, but given that there are a nice 8 days left in the a nice 10 days, I would say, left in the market window. We could see some surprise transfers happening in the domestic market, given the restrictions that have been placed due to the Brexit upon the transfer rules, and also the lockdown rules that are in place in Britain. Um, what else? It really gives me immense joy that we are able to do this session 4 days in a row, and we have not faltered at any step. We have been able to keep going through despite all the difficulties that must be going through in our lives, and we are able to able to tune in to the channel at 2:30 or in the afternoon, and be able to deliver that solid session of Pomodoro day in and day out, and that for me is a great achievement, I would say. Uh, Apart from that, let's talk about today's updates. Today, I woke up a bit late at 11:30 because I have been feeling a slight niggle in my back due to this chair that I sit on. If you will be able to see this chair. This chair has a kind of an incline, which is not that good for your posture, but it is really good for relaxation after a hard day's work. And it has been the cause of the niggle, where I have been feeling some irritation in my left shoulder blade, and on the left side of my back, and that is the reason why I'm not able to wake up in the morning. Uh, I'll have to change that, given I have to go to a trek this Sunday. Let's see how it happens. Maybe I'll be able to recover well in time to make the trek, and yeah. What else? I also like the fact that my hair is growing a bit nicely now, and it will be the crop has grown well to be able to go for a trip this week, and a good mop of hair really gives you that extra boost of confidence, and you can just go go ahead with it. Uh, yeah, that is one thing. I made some rice and some dal again this morning. It has turned out well. A bit of the rice is sticking to the bottom, but I don't think that will be much of an issue because it can be easily scrapable, and because I have added a bit of clarified butter uh, along with the rice while it was boiling. There has not been a lot of sticking, though there has been some, because I tried to keep a high flame while cooking the rice, and tried to go the extra mile while trying to boil off the water, which I shouldn't do in the future, and should stick to the low flame as the water reduces to a considerable level. I think another thing that I have to focus on when it comes to speaking, that I have to really time my breathing really well, because there are times when I have to say words, but I am out of breath, and that shouldn't be happening. So a viable solution for that would be to keep taking short gasps of breath in between words, so that I don't I don't uh, catch. I don't fall short of breath while speaking. Okay. So yesterday, also another update. I went to the local supermarket as I normally do, and one of the tricks that I've figured out to get change from the supermarket is to walk in with a 500 rupee note and and buy three items that I usually do. It is a pack of bread, a carton of milk, and and a small ball of chutney. The bill amounts to 110 bucks. So they have to give me a 200 rupee note. They have to give me a 100 rupee note back. They have to give me 90 rupees in change. So you get all three types of notes with that one amount, which is 110. And it is a a great hack and a great trick that you guys should use to get change from your local supermarket whenever you go there the next time. And I had a small walk after that. Listened to some good songs. The weather was really nice. It was nice and chilly, but not that chilly too that you'll need a sweater or a hoodie to feature out in the cold. Also, on the corner, a great kebab shop has opened back, which used to be open pre lockdown, as I can remember, and that is great news for me. As long as I'm concerned, um, it for me the earth is healing if all my favorite food joints are coming back, and also there are food joints coming up in my neighborhood that are giving me more and more snack options, more and more non-vegetarian options to eat, and that I feel is a positive sign in the times that we have lived in the last year that we have lived in. And uh, So, apart from that, what else can we talk about? The upstairs neighbors are still at it. They are still drilling through the walls and the window panes and getting the work done. So the noise is going to be there for at least another 10 days, as I mentioned in the Pomodoro session that we did yesterday. Uh, Apart from that, we've been talking about Tony Robbins yesterday. Tony Robbins, as they say, has a lot of high-profile clients, ranging from the international singer Pitbull, who calls himself Mr. Worldwide, and Mark Benioff, the CEO and founder of the company Salesforce. They are into cloud computing. Earlier, I used to think that they are a company, they are a multi-level marketing company who keep teaching sales to other people, and that is their basic business model. That goes to show how some names can be misleading and can put you in the wrong spot, but they are actually a cloud computing firm, Salesforce. Also, the MMA fighter Conor McGregor from Ireland is also an esteemed client of Tony Robbins, which goes to show the vast range of clientele that Tony Robbins has. And if some people are able to find joy and purpose through his talks, then more power to them. Uh, speaking of champions and heroes, the Indian team made their return back to their homes, which I felt was very early, considering that the series ended just 2 days back. I thought there would be some post-match events that would be happening in Australia, some team dinners that would be happening, but it looks like they have just packed their bags and gotten back to home. Um, Yes. Um, that's there, and I saw a video of Ajinkya Rahane entering his society where people had laid out carpets and were showering flower petals on him as he was entering. There was a band parade that was organized in his honor, which is a great way to welcome our cricketing heroes to back to the country. Also, his wife Radhika Dopavkar, who has stuck with him for the longest time, and uh, when they were kids, and now she deserves every bit of success that Ajinkya Rahane has, because she has also stuck by him through thick and thin. And on the other hand, Mohammad Siraj, who performed brilliantly well throughout the series, being called into the test in the second match, and he was the most experienced bowler of our lineup. He was the leader of the pack by the fourth test. He picked up 13 wickets, and he just stepped up, and he hadn't um, visited his father's grave till now, which he did as he came back, and it really must be an emotional moment for him to be able to do that for Team India, and come back and sadly not be able to share the joy with his father, who used to be a rickshaw driver and worked really hard to see his son become a cricketer. Uh, Apart from that, Natarajan, would have seen his newborn daughter for the first time, which goes to show the kind of sacrifices many of the players do so that uh, to give us these moments of cricketing joy and sporting joy, and the kind of sacrifices um, they have to do to just keep doing their job. It's great, and apart from that, like Sunny Gavaskar said, that they are on national duty, which many of the people would disagree with, because they are talking about the cricketing team as if they are going on some sort of a war, which is exactly not what it is. Uh, but yeah, if Virat Kohli wants to go back to see his daughter, it is totally his choice, and it should be respected, because seeing the birth of your first born child is something that no father would uh, want to miss, and he would want to be there for his wife, and it should be kept at that. An interesting point that was raised in recent times was that Sunil Gavaskar used to be a film actor, and he has done a film called Saya Saulichi, kind of a Marathi movie where he was the lead actor, and also he has starred alongside Nasiruddin Shah in the movie Malamal, and he has also sang a song in the Marathi movie, which draws parallels with the cricketing field, that there is no going back now. The underlying message of the song was that there is no going back now, which is very much same to what our cricketing heroes did back in Australia. That when they were down and out, when the chips were down, they just didn't come back, and they just kept fighting till the last ball. In fact, the series was decided in the last session, and every session, like Tendulkar said, we discovered a new hero, a new character, a new cricketer, a new debutant who just stepped up to the mantle and delivered just what the team had wanted in that precise hour. Be it Hanuma, Bihari, and Ashwin in the third test at Sydney, battling out for more than 300 balls on the last day of the test, or may it be Natarajan, who was picked as a net bowler for the series, but when he was called into bowl in the fourth test, he just delivered the goods that was required from him. Uh, when it comes to Shardul Thakur, who scored a 50 and picked up 7 wickets in the test, took two catches to becoming the first Indian to do so ever in a test match on debut. And may it be Mohammad Siraj, who bowled brilliantly well, or Washington Sundar, who played that brilliant partnership, who anchored the first innings batting for India with Shardul Thakur for a partnership of 123 runs and scoring a quick fire 22 when it was required on the last session of the series. Hats off to these people who have been able to power through despite their difficulties, despite the challenges back home, despite the challenges on pitch, despite injuries and everything else. So we're done for today, and hopefully we'll be back. Not tomorrow, but I would really hope that we'll be back tomorrow. But it doesn't seem possible for me. So maybe we'll be back on Monday and be able to carry on the work that we've taken up in the last 3 days. And we'll see you in Pomodoro Part 5 on Monday. Thank you.